So what's going on, everyone? It's XO here, and today we're going to be checking out glitches on the Awakening DLC. That's the first DLC, and it's going to include Splash, Skyjacked, Gauntlet, as well as Rise. Now, I figured it'd be best to include all 4 maps in this video rather than doing just one at a time, as some maps aren't played anymore, and some of these really don't have that great of spots. But this video, I put together 13 glitch spots across all 4 of these maps. We're going to start it off with Skyjacked. This first glitch here is going to be a small ledge under the map. You just want to jump over, as I do, to this metal piece here very slowly. If you do it correctly, you should land on an invisible ledge. Now, it's not very easy to get this glitch. This one probably took me the most tries out of any on this video. So if you do this correctly, though, you should sit right here. You can't move much at all, but the key is to really just jump at it slowly. You don't want to slide down on the metal piece. You kind of just want to go right at it. Now, our next 2 spots on Skyjacked are very small on the outer part of the map. You just want to jump on the barrier, move towards the inner part of the map, and if you're in the right spot, the warning zone shouldn't affect you. Now, as I said, very small, but this does give you a pretty good vantage point, and it can also be done on the side opposite from here as well. If you just jump up on this barrier, move forward, and then move towards the inner part of the map, you shouldn't be affected by that warning zone barrier. You used to be able to get up on the corners of the Skyjacked buildings. This would have been a good point to jump from. Now here we move to Rise, which actually has 2 wall breaches. This first one's going to be a backwards mantle over this wooden ledge. You just want to jump over it and then boost to the left. If you do it correctly, you should climb through the wall into the other side, and then you're actually stuck to the wall. Now once you're in this spot, you want to jump up a couple times, and once you do that, you should be transported to the opposite side of the wall. Now move forward a little bit and you'll drop down. It's not that hard, I promise you guys. This isn't too bad of a backwards mantle, just because you have that little spot where you can jump out from. Now once you're in this spot here, you just want to melee somebody. It's tricky to get right in the melee spot, but if you do it correctly, you go through the wall under this building here. Once you're under this building, you can go around in a few spots. It's not that useful, but this is a great spot to get to on Rise. It was found by Tykes quite a bit ago, and we're going to move to our next wall breach here, which is a very easy one, but getting in the outside part is a little bit more difficult. Follow me here to this door frame. You're just going to want to jump up at the corner. If you do it correctly, you should climb up and be on this side of the wall. Sometimes you climb through and you're on the opposite side of the wall. Once you're on this side, though, you just want to have someone jump up, melee them. If that's done correctly, you go through the wall into this small portion outside of the map. Now, once you are outside here, this is considered outside already. You just want to jump over to that water with overdrive, and if you get out far enough, you should be able to make it out of the warning zone. Now we're going to move on to Gauntlet, which has a couple cool ledges that are very easy for you guys to do. This one is in the green area here. You just want to jump up on this wall, quickly jump off to the right, and then boost to the left. If you do this correctly and get high enough up, you should climb on an invisible ledge. Now from here, you're pretty much stuck in these trees here. It's kind of difficult to get out, but once you do, you need to jump over and then boost to the left, and you can make it on top of this barrier here. Now this used to be an old glitch where we could get on top of this completely from side to side. Unfortunately, you can only get to this small spot, but it's still a really solid ledge. Now our next glitch on Gauntlet is probably the most popular. This one's a ledge. You just want to wall run on this wall, get your boost back, and boost over to the center here. If you do it correctly, you should land on an invisible ledge. And as I said, this is probably the most popular glitch on Gauntlet right now. It's been around for quite a while, and it's really easy. It gives you a great spot in this map. So another solid glitch. Our next 3 on this map aren't as useful. This one's a small ledge in the corner of these buildings. Nothing to it. You just need to jump up at the corner. If you get high enough up, you're just going to stick up there, just as I did. Nothing to it. All of these ledges being so easy, though, they're kind of useful. Now I have 2 hiding spots to show you guys on Gauntlet. I contemplated showing these. This first one is in the same area as this last glitch. You just want to go to these trash bags, get into prone, and then move backwards, and you should go inside of them. Now I did include this one because it is truly a glitch. Half of your body is through that wall. The second one is back in the green area, and you just want to go into prone, same thing, and go backwards inside of this plant. Both of these glitches, you're really completely hidden. That's the reason I included them, and I know some of you guys find these hiding spots useful. Now we're going to move to our last map, which is Splash. This first glitch is our best ledge other than getting outside of the map. You just want to jump up at this wooden ledge here. If you do it correctly, you'll land right on it. This really isn't a tough one, but it's a little bit more difficult than those ones on Gauntlet, just because you got to jump so slowly and be precise about it. So our next ledge is a very small one on this green building. You just jump up right where I do, and you'll land right on it. Nothing to it. This ledge isn't small or anything. You just jump right there and you're always going to land in that spot. And that leads us to another prone wall breach glitch. This one's in the back of the map. You prone where I do, not in the water, on top of the cement. Move backwards and then you'll go on top of this little curb and then move to the left and you can go right through the wall here. Now if you move far enough to the left to where that brown wall, you're like halfway through it, that's where no one can see you at all. Sometimes your elbows will stick out otherwise. And that takes us to our last glitch on Splash, which is actually reminiscent of getting outside of it way back when. This one's going to be using a dart freeze glitch. You just need to have a C4, a dart, and a guardian. You throw the C4 at the ground just where I do. Take out your dart and highlight your guardian. Now you're going to throw your dart. As soon as it leaves your hands, you're going to use your guardian and then press square twice so your C4 blows up. If that's done correctly, that dart should freeze in the spot where you threw it. Now you just have to jump up to it. You should land on it. If it's high enough up, you should be able to jump up even further, and then you should mantle over another invisible barrier, and from there you're on top of the map. Now I'm not going to do a full exploration getting outside of here. This is one of the best glitches we've ever seen on Black Ops 3. There were so many different ways to get outside of here on the first patch, so you guys can check that out. You can get under the map, on top of it, all kinds of good stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to sub to my channel if you're new, and I hope to see you guys in my next video.